Hi there, and welcome to my channel Hisame Artwork. In this video I'm going to go over the Cintiq versus Intuos debate, or more broadly the screen and tablet versus just the simple tablet used for digital art. This was a video requested by my friends and followers. Also, often people ask me what are my opinions on this. Is it worth the money? Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? What are the pros and cons, and so on and so forth. And hopefully with this video I'm going to give you a better insight as to what the situation is. And yeah, let's get into it. So often people will say to me, I want to upgrade to a Cintiq, and I want you to have in mind that other companies offer a screen in your tablet. So for example, Huion and their lower prices, and there's also ProPen and Microsoft and Apple and all of these companies. There's a lot to read in. I'm trying to keep this video short, so I'm just gonna focus on the Wacom products because those are my favorite, those I've used the most, and those I usually recommend. And another thing I want you guys to have in mind when pursuing this is to make sure that upgrade for you means improvement of quality of work life. So if it makes it easier for you to work and to get your art finished. Often the question will boil down to, is it worth the extra money? Because obviously having a screen and tablet, it's extra parts and it might be more expensive. So I've discussed with friends of mine that have Cintiq. I've used it at work. I am not impressed. I do not recommend it. I don't think it is worth the money, but let's go a bit deeper into it to kind of help you figure out if it's a good fit for you or not. So pros are, if you have poor eye-hand coordination, it can help. If you're not very sports inclined or have some disability, or I don't know what your situation could be, this might be a pro for you. Or another main pro, and usually the reason why a lot of artists will gravitate toward the Cintiq, and from what I've talked with other artists, is if you couldn't transition smoothly from the traditional art to digital. As you've seen here, you're drawing like on pen and paper. Your hand is over the illustration, while without the screen you have to look at the screen and draw without looking at your hand. So that is one, I would say, the main reason why a lot of artists gravitate toward it. With what artists I've talked, that was their reason, and this could be a deal breaker for you and something that you will consider worth the extra money. For me, it's not. I would say, from what I've noticed, is that I've transitioned to digital early on in my life. I'm in my 30s and I've been drawing digital on a tablet since I was 18, and I've been drawing traditionally since I was 2 years old, if you can call that drawing. So other artists transitions in their late 20s to digital, so a lot of their skills have been formed on pen and paper, so the motions are different as to how they are working and doing their art. For me, it's not a problem. I can do it either way, and there are more cons in my opinion and from what I've talked with other people. So obviously it costs a lot more, both to buy and then to fix if you dropped it. Now Wacoms are really sturdy, and you can check out other videos on YouTube to see just how pretty and indestructible they are. Now I've heard from some of my friends that the quality has dipped. My tablet, my newest tablet, is 7 years old. My first tablet is 12 years old. So both of them are working just fine. I have no problems with them. I'm super happy with the quality. You might want to check out what the reviews are for the newer products in case issues have arisen and things like that, just to have in mind. Maybe you want to try another tablet like Huion. My sister has Huion. She's pleased with it and it's cheaper. But I'm still going to stick with Wacom because I'm happy with it. Now, what I've talked with my friends that do have a Cintiq, size matters. and that's extra cost. For example, you can draw with a simple tablet on the smallest tablet and save money on that. I have the medium size Intuos Pro. I find that the medium size fits me best. I've had the large one and it's encumbersome. It wasn't worth the money. It's hard to transport. It's hard to maneuver around. But if you have a Cintiq, you have a screen in your tablet, then all of a sudden that extra size is not a problem. It's a good thing. So, like I said, for a Cintiq, size matters. You cannot go too low, and if you're going on the higher measurements, then it's going to cost more. So have that in mind. Another big con for me, and one of the major reasons why, even at work when I got it free of charge to say, it was put at my disposal to use at work. I refused to use a Cintiq because my hand is over the image, and it is a major inconvenience for me that I cannot see as well what I'm illustrating, and also the touch keeps turning on often, and it's interfering with my work. And also for my simple tablet, I always turn the touch screen off because I really find it a nuisance, and I just never been able to work well with a Cintiq. It was a lot of tiny things that really annoyed me, but the major one was that my hand was over the image. So that's a huge con for me, and why I would never transition to a Cintiq even if it was for free. And last but not least, it still needs a computer. For the Wacom products, there are other tablets where you don't need that. The power of the illustration, then the processor is not great if you're having just a tablet to draw on, like when you're blending or smoothing or do things like that. It's good to have a PC, a desktop, in my opinion, and for the Cintiq, you're still gonna need a computer. Maybe for other companies, the technology keeps evolving. You might see this video a few years from now. I'm not sure what the situation will be in the future. Maybe there'll be better products, in which case I will do another video like this to explain. Maybe I'll do some other companies as well. As always, let me know what you guys want, what you guys need, and I will try my best to help you out. So conclusion, if you're on a budget, if you are adaptable, or if you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend it. I would definitely say no if you're in any of these three categories. But if you still want it, maybe try it somewhere first and then decide. If you're a parent trying to get your kid a tablet, you really have to put some thought into it if the child is serious about it. And I'm thinking of doing another video either to buy cheap products or go pro and buy better stuff. I'm in favor of buying better stuff if the person really wants to do more than just doodle. Because the quality of the equipment you're using really does affect your enjoyment of making art, and your boundaries, your abilities, your possibilities, the speed at which you learn. There are a lot of factors into it. But generally, I don't recommend the Cintiq. If you're older and or have some issues coordinating your eye with your hand, then Cintiq might be the one for you. From what I've talked with my friends that have tablets with the screen in, the technology is still in the works from what they told me, and there are bugs and issues and problems. There can always be bugs and issues and problems with any equipment and software. Wacom anyway has excellent customer support. Whenever Windows does an update and my pen pressure stops working, I just go to their website for updated drivers. They're often put there quickly, and even if they're not, they often communicate with Microsoft or other OS suppliers, and then they have like beta versions of those drivers, and you email them and say, hey, I need my tablet to work like right now. I have a deadline, I have clients, I need to get my work done, give me a driver. And the employees at Wacom were actually very nice to me. Like I said, excellent customer support. They sent me a driver, me personally custom mail, and they sent me that driver that I needed. And I managed to fix my problem that night and meet my deadline for my client. So that might be something to have in mind as well. Regardless of what screen tablet you're having, consider the company as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope that's helped you out. As always, if you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. And also, please share your experience with these products in the comments below so that other people may read it and get informed and have an idea of what you have been through. And let's help each other out to find the best solutions to our problems together. Thank you for watching. And I am close to 1,000 subscribers. Just wanted to remind you all, when I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will do an art giveaway as always when I reach a milestone. And if you want to reach a milestone faster with me, please subscribe and share with friends that you think might be interested in my videos. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.